From our studios in New York, here is Stone Phillips.
Have you seen this commercial yet? Hard to believe this is a pickup truck. Looks more like something out of Star Wars, which may be exactly what they had in mind. How'd they get a truck to do all that? Here's Lange Kelleher with the Dateline State of the Art.
Looking like a jigsaw puzzle gone berserk, it's no for Legos or some new erector set. Sitting together, part by part, it's another milestone in the world of auto advertising. Sure, it looks too good to be true, but if you think this self-assembling truck is the sum of a lot of computer-generated parts, you're wrong. Well, sort of.
I like the idea that things were just coming from everywhere and that it was very random and mad.
Meet Lange Kelleher, the director who turned 2,000 odd auto parts into one intimidating truck.
That would be like from out of the sky would rain down at random these parts, and that you would have to kind of duck like buckshot has been fired out of a shotgun.
To create this vision, Lance and his team initially stayed away from high-tech effects and did it the old-fashioned way. They dragged the truck around, building it as they worked.
Everybody was doing something that they hadn't really done before.
The concept was to film the truck in different stages of assembly as it dueled with other vehicles on a remote stretch of desert in the Australian outback.
I could probably think of a few other things that would be easier.
Moose Montante, a specialist who prepares and details cars for commercials, was charged with the onerous task of tearing down and rebuilding several different chassis, 500 miles from the nearest garage.
It was even hard to get water. You know, there's kangaroos and emus hopping and walking around everywhere you go.
Moose and a crew of 4 men ran around the desert locations readying cars between shoots.
We tore down and built that motor up 5 or 6 times.
Working like a pit crew, the team worked quickly between takes, moving the car forward several yards, adding parts, moving it forward again, and adding more parts.
In every single shot you're looking at in the commercial, there's a real physical chassis with the real physical parts.
Yet it took computer graphics to make the parts look like they're flying and attaching to the truck. Recognize this train? It's based on the train used in the movie The Fugitive. Yet they didn't build a railroad for it down under. Instead, it's an ingenious bit of camera placement combined with expert model work.
It was a miniaturized version of the very real thing, so it'd be a hell of a toy to have.
A toy blown up to look 5 times its original size. So real-looking that it's easy to suspend disbelief long enough to see that in the final product, a little digital magic can complement real filmmaking. And when unnecessary elements are edited out in favor of computer enhancement, the imaginary rivals reality. Pretty sophisticated stuff for a pickup truck commercial.
The commercial lasts just 30 seconds, but used more than 2,000 truck parts, each of which had to be scanned into the computer to get the special effects you just saw.